Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. We have discussed about the Tn in our last 3 videos. So as for now, let us discuss about Sn. So Sn is actually the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence. So let us write here Sn is the sum of the first n terms. Okay, so the word first n terms are very important. Okay, and we have the formula here of Sn equals to n over 2 times with 2a plus n minus 1d, or Sn equals to n over 2 times a plus l, where a is our first term as always, d is the common difference, and n here is the number of terms, and l is the last term. All right, so let's say that we have S5, okay, and S4, where S5 actually tells us that we are getting the sum of the first 5 terms. So let's say we have the terms here T1, T2, T3, T4, and T5. So S5 means the sum of these first 5 terms, all right, whereas S4 means is the sum of the first 4 terms only. Okay, so this is what it means by S4. And suppose that when we try to do S5 minus S4, as you can see here, we have S5, everything here, okay, the sum of the first 5 terms, minus with the sum of the first 4 terms, so we can get the T5. All right, so in general we can say that suppose that if we want to find Tn from the Sn formula, what we can try to do is we will calculate Sn minus Sn minus 1. All right, or let's say if we need to find T3, okay, from the given Sn formula, what we can try to do is we calculate the S3 and then we minus with S2, and then we will get T3. All right, so let us consider this first example. All right, so find the sum of the first 50 odd numbers. So the keyword is the first one is the sum, because it tells us that we need to use the Sn formula here, not Tn. And the first 50 odd numbers, so that 50 actually represent our n value. All right, so n is equals to 50. So basically we need to find S50. So listing down the terms first, and we have the first 50 odd numbers, which are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Okay, so where our A is equals to 1 and D is equals to 3 minus 1 equals to 2. So substitute this A and D into the Sn formula. So I'm writing down the formula first, so that we have Sn equals to n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1d, and substitute everything into the formula. So we have S50 here equals to 50 over 2 times with 2 times 1 plus with 49 d, and our d is 2 in this particular case. And when we calculate this, we should get the final answer equals to 2,500. Okay, so this is our next example, where we need to find the sum of the first 40 terms of the arithmetic sequence 3, 7, 11, and 15, and so on. All right, so this one, the sum of the first 40 terms, actually tells us that we need to find S40, And the word sum represent we need to use Sn formula here, not Tn. Okay, so from the given sequence, we have A is equals to 3 and D is equals to 7 minus 3 equals to 4. So we will substitute everything into the Sn formula. Right, so we have Sn equals to n over 2 times with 2a plus n minus 1d, and we will calculate s for d. So we have 40 over 2 times with 2 times 3 plus with 39 times d, and our d is 4 in this case. So suppose when we calculate this, we will get the final answer of 3240. Alright, so that's all for the time being. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see you again in our next video. Have a good day. Bye.